Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Andy Cohen dodges question about disinviting Kenya Moore from RHOA reunion. The Real Housewives of Atlanta fans demand answers about Kenya Moore's departure from the show. However, Bravo head honcho Andy Cohen has dodged those questions left and right. Paparazzi recently caught up with Andy on the streets, and he refused to give a straight answer about Kenya's latest claims. The 54-year-old said she was scheduled to attend the RHOA reunion but was disinvited a few months later. Kenya has pretty much been erased from the season without any confessionals or an outlet to speak on the drama involving her and RHOA. So she dropped a YouTube video titled The Confessional They Tried to Silence. In the 30-minute video, the RHOA star told her side of the story and slammed the network for how she's been treated. Andy has been dragged left and right by angry RHOA fans who feel Kenya has been unfairly treated in the situation with Brit. Kenya was promptly let go after the incident played out, at least for the rest of the season. However, Bravo has no plans to let her speak because Kenya won't even get a chance to show her face at the reunion. The Instagram account at Alabauthedia posted a clip of Andy being questioned on the street about what's been happening with Kenya. Kenya says she was invited and then uninvited to the reunion, the woman asked. "I haven't watched her post yet," responded Andy, referring to Kenya's YouTube video. "But is that true?" the woman pressed as he walked to his waiting vehicle. "We'll talk about it," retorted Andy. He was also asked if Kenya would return to the show, and he sideswiped that question. "I love her," exclaimed the dad of two. "Listen, there is so much more of this season left, and it is so good." He noted that Phaedra Parks will appear in the next few weeks, and fans are gonna love it. "Right now, I'm kind of focusing on the rest of the season," he added. The setup for Kenya's YouTube video showed the RHOA star answering questions from fans about her RHOA exit. One question was about the season 16 reunion. "Will I attend the reunion? I haven't been invited to the reunion," said Kenya. "In fact, I was invited and then disinvited a few months ago. The disrespect is insane," she continued, adding that she has been shut out and not given an opportunity to apologize for her actions, to be erased from the history of the show, to not be in the opening credits, to not have confessionals. "Really, that's how I'm treated," exclaimed Kenya. "That's pretty bad." In the plush, glitter-drenched set of Watch What Happens Live, Andy Cohen leaned back in his chair, sipping from a mug that probably held something stronger than tea. The audience was electric, buzzing with the kind of Bravo energy that only comes when there's been an off-camera scandal, a social media firestorm, and a mysterious disinvitation. And tonight, all eyes were on Andy, not for his signature shade-throwing games or his classic clubhouse antics. No, tonight, fans were watching for one thing. Would Andy address the elephant in the room? Or more specifically, the twirling, hair-flipping, catchphrase-spinning queen of shade herself, Kenya Moore, and the gossip that she had been uninvited from the RHOA reunion. Spoiler: he didn't. Well, not directly. The moment came when a caller named Shauna from Charlotte broke through the carefully curated call queue, her voice already tinged with anticipation. "Hi, Andy. Love you so much," she gushed. "But I have to ask, why did you disinvite Kenya Moore from the RHOA reunion? Like, what is really going on?" Andy paused, blinked, then did what he does best, pivoted smoother than a Bravo housewife changing alliances mid-season. "Oh, Shauna," Andy beamed, leaning forward with mock curiosity. "You know what's funny? You sound exactly like Marlo when she wants the last word in an argument. Do you have a background in high-stakes French through the studio, the audience clapping and hollering like they just witnessed a read. Classic Andy, deflect with charm, redirect with humor. "But," Shauna pressed, "what about Kenya?" Andy sighed, not with irritation, but with the well-practiced exasperation of someone who's been in the middle of every Bravo feud since 2006. Well, let's just say he began slowly, eyes twinkling like a man holding onto state secrets and vintage receipts. The seating chart at reunions is always fluid. You know how we like to keep things dynamic. Dynamic? Shauna asked, her voice rising with suspicion. Totally dynamic? Andy grinned. It's like musical chairs meets RuPaul's Drag Race. Things shift. People move. Some people stand. Some sit. Some storm off. Some twirl out. That's the beauty of it. It's not a courtroom. It's a reunion. No subpoenas, no warrants, just wigs and words. Still smiling, he reached for a blue card as if to move on. But the tension in the air was palpable. The audience wasn't done. Twitter wasn't done. Shauna definitely wasn't done. But Kenya's not just anyone. Shauna pushed. She's an OG. She gave us the scepter. The fan. The Gone with the Wind fabulous moment. What's going on? Andy raised both eyebrows, then theatrically glanced to the camera. Can we get a slow-motion replay of that fan scene? He quipped. Boom, clip rolls. Kenya, in all her glory, fluttering her golden fan, face carved in confident defiance as chaos erupts around her. The Bravo audience roared again. Nostalgia, messiness, and drama all in one beautiful GIF-worthy memory. When the clip ended, Andy nodded solemnly, but with a hint of mischief. Kenya is iconic, he said. I mean, we're not out here denying her cultural impact. She's Mount Rushmore-level housewife material. But let's remember, these reunions are complicated productions. We're talking egos, alliances, emotional escalations, contractual nuances. Contractual nuances. A subtle phrase, but the Bravo historians in the room knew what that meant. Translation. Somebody didn't play ball. Maybe Kenya, maybe production, maybe someone's legal team got spicy. But disinvited? Sean echoed, still not letting it go. That sounds personal. Andy laughed, then stood up dramatically. Do I look like someone who makes personal decisions? He asked, arms wide. I'm like Switzerland. If Switzerland had a glam squad and an HR team. More laughter. Then, in one final flourish, Andy walked over to his signature Bravo Clubhouse bar cart, poured himself another drink from a crystal decanter labeled Messy, and toasted the camera. To Kenya, he said, raising his glass, whether she's on the couch or watching from the comfort of her glam room, she will always be fabulous. And let's be real, absence doesn't cancel drama, it amplifies it. The message was clear. If Kenya Moore wasn't at the reunion, it wasn't because she was forgotten. It was because she was still the moment, maybe even bigger than the couch could contain. And just like that, the show moved on. A new caller asked about the below-deck cruise boatments. A shady game of Plead the Fifth commenced. Andy dodged, weaved, charmed, and stirred the Bravo pot with the same finesse that's kept him on top of reality TV's chaos pyramid for over a decade. But across the internet, the whispers continued. Fans dissected his every word, every smirk, every side-eye. Was Kenya disinvited for real? Was it a power play? A contract dispute? A strategic leak to build anticipation? Andy Cohen would never say, not directly, not officially, not on the record. But if you looked closely, if you paid attention to the shade between the sips and the smirks, you'd realize one thing. He didn't have to answer the question. Because with Andy, the real drama isn't in the confession. It's in the deflection. And that, my friends, is Bravo brilliance.